How are you? Thank you for being here. I apologize for being late. I'm on a streak lately of not getting here at 7, and I need to stop that. I'm just one of those people. I don't know. It's not good. But anyway, so thank you for being here. I'm Shabalot from Rhode Island. I may soon be changing my name, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Just a little recap. We are working with the new IOD molds. We are working with the Seashell molds. This is the new release of the IOD Seashell. Well, this isn't the mold. This is actually what we made out of the mold using amazing paper clay. And we used some spackling. Hi, Chris. We used some spackling to give some texture. And we gave the seashells and the sea creatures the vertigre treatment, which was essentially a mermaid's tail, and then dry brushed like a whiter color on, and then the copper patina, pennies from heaven, and then we added the shipwrecked wax, the green patina. Last night when I was not live anymore, I did change the color of the sand because I had originally put cake batter and I didn't like it. It was way yellow. It did not go. It stuck out like a sore thumb. So I covered it up with the, I have a light right there, so kind of shining on that. I hope maybe you can see it a little better that way. I covered it up with more tarnished pearl. So we have tarnished pearl, sea glass, tarnished pearl, and all those verdigris colors. So I do need to do other things to finish it. It is not done. I might even do a whole nother layer of verdigris, but not tonight. Thank you, Chris. It did come out lovely. It came out better than I thought it was going to come out because we just kind of whipped it together, and you really can't go wrong with these molds. Somebody last night did ask a question about what I was going to do on the sides, and I decide every canvas or work like this is different, and I decided for this one I might do the sides mermaid tail because I think if the sides are a darker color, it'll make the front pop. Chris, well, yeah. Chris now wants the seashells. So the seashells are on back order. IOD, when they first got them, all the retailers, there was a big frenzy getting them. I only got in on 3 a piece. The new ones are the seashells, and the 2 Christmas ones, the boughs of holly. Let me go get them. The snowflake mold. You see that? And this is the seashell. And this is the boughs of holly, which has Christmas trees and stuff. So I was only able to get 3 sets of each. One of them has to be mine, so I only have 2 sets of each, and they're going quickly. So if you want any of them right now, can you PM, personal message me, text me, write it here in the comments, and I'll see if it's just a couple of you, I might have it here. Otherwise, on my site, you can pre-order them. So they're on back order, but you can go in on my site, shabalot.com, and order them if you want. And IOD is saying that they should be back in. Can I buy that seashell? Yes. Done. So that's it, though. I think that's it, though, for the seashells. Nice job, Chris. Yeah, so the rest of them should be back in stock. They said mid-September, so that's coming up. So by the time they restock them, I order them, they get mailed to me to give to you. It will probably be the end of the month. I want the seashells. I know. You did. You got them. Chris Oliver Newman, you got the seashells. Yay. So today we're doing something. Oh, I have a different setup today. I'll tell you why later. They want to get moving. So this is the one that we're going to work on tonight. So it's basically the same thing as I just showed you, but it's on a canvas. And it's a larger one, but not doing the same finish. This is going to be a much easier finish, and I'll show you what we're going to be doing in a minute. So I made another one, and this one doesn't have the molds on it. This one just has a lot. I put a lot of spackling on this one, and I covered it. I painted the whole thing with tarnished pearl, and I dried it with my heat gun. And we're going to apply, I'm going to practice colors on this one, and then when we decide what colors we like, I'm going to put it on the one with the shells. So we'll put this one away for now. We won't be working on this one now. We'll work on this one. So again, we've got can you see? Oh, far away. Still don't have my new tripod, but I lifted this up so I'm standing instead of sitting. So now you can see, hopefully. Okay. To be a shadow. I don't know what that is. Is it me causing the shadow? Maybe. Okay, so I have 3 bowls here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pink, because my petticoat pink is at my shop. I don't have any here to play with. So I wanted the seed. So Tara, I don't think she's here yet. Tara thought that the seashells would be nice in a pink, so a petticoat pink, but like I said, I don't have it. I have a little bit of kissing booth left, and basically all it is that, nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour paint in there. And I mean, no, not paint. I'm pouring water in here. And then I'm going to stir it up. If I can find a stirrer. Hold on. Thought I had everything. Yay, found one. Yeah. So I'm going to stir the clay into this water. And I'm essentially, I'm creating a wash. So it's not a whitewash, it's a kissing booth wash. It's a pink wash. It's not petticoat. Petticoat pink is like a, petticoat pink is like a, I'm very close to the camera. Okay, I'm going to go over here. This is good. I'm going to go over here. Oh, much better. Yay. So petticoat pink is like a light pink, like a really pretty light pink. Kissing booth is vibrant. But I think with the with the water in it, it's obviously going to tone it down. If I wanted to, I could add some white swan to make it a lighter pink. But let's just check out how this is going to look. So I'm going to pour, the pink is messy. Tara Lee. She just tagged me in something. Tara Lee is Once Upon a Tide Treasures. So see, look. Did you see that? this is a heavy, this is very watered down paint. The other color I'm going to make is, I'm really into French millinery tonight. And the reason why I'm into French millinery tonight is because, remember, I don't know if you were here yesterday, if you remember, the spackling was kind of like a pink. It's a pink before it dries. And last night in the sky, there was some pink showing through from the spackling. So I really enjoyed that. So instead of pink, because we're going to have pink at the bottom, we're going to put some French millinery on the top. So just a little squirt. This is a beautiful color. I hope Tara's on because she was asking me what this color looked like. It's like, I say like a dusty orchid. I don't know if you can see the purple hues in there, but it's like a dusty orchid color. I'm going to add some water. I need another one of these. Okay, got one. So I have these things all over the place. So I'm going to stir that up. We've got the French millinery now. And the third is would be for the water space. So I'm going to do 057. Chris, where's my glasses? Oh, here. Chris. Okay. I'm going to take some Old 57. Old 57 is another gorgeous color. I mean, can you even? It's blue. I'm going to add some water to this one. Make this wash. So what do you think? You think this is going to work? I actually watched the IOD sisters the other day. They are the cutest things, and I met them in real life. They're really sweet, really, really sweet. I'm going to put a little bit more 57 in there. They did a wreath made out of boughs of holly molds, and it was beautiful. And this is how they treated their canvas. I think they did it on a board. They covered it with tarnish. They didn't do any spackling or anything. That's just my crazy. They covered it in tarnished pearl, and then they did a whitewash over it. No, they did a wash of, I can't remember what color. It might have been sea glass or I don't remember what color it was. It was just one color, and they did the whole thing. So that's where I got this idea. So, all right. Now, I've got my 3 colors. We're going to start. What color do we start with? Should we start with the bottom? I think we should start with the top, because if we start, let me go over here. Because if we start with the top, anything that drips down, we can cover with the next layer. But we love drippies, so it doesn't matter if they drip. I'm going to get 3 brushes. I just washed my brushes, so they're a little wet, which may be okay. So I've got a chippy brush, and I've got 2 of these are the little, what are they called? I can't remember, but they're the ones that are, they're the Paint Pixie brushes, made for DIY paint. I sell them on my site. And the reason why they're this size is because they're intended to fit in the sampler jar. So And they're synthetic brushes made in Italy, and they're wonderful. So let's start with the French millinery. Yay! All right, now, guys, I hope this works. I've never done anything like this before. A lot of things I do here with you guys is my first time. So let me know who's on. I only know you're here if you comment. So I'd love it if you commented. And this is just a test because I didn't want to ruin the other one. All right. Okay. We got this wash. Here we go. Woo! Woo! I'm being very gentle because, well, first of all, it's on an easel. When the IOD sisters did theirs, it wasn't on an easel. It was straight on the table. So they didn't have these drippies that I'm getting. I'm being very gentle because I don't want the spackling to break. And I, for one, don't mind the drippies. So I'm just gonna, now the sky goes down to this part right here of the water. So I'm just gonna follow along this line. Okay. And I'm gonna, now what you do when you do a whitewash is, does anybody know what the next step is of a whitewash? Not a whitewash, a color wash, let's call it. The next step of a color wash, now I am doing the sides on this one because it feels right, is I'm going to get my, where did I put them? Did they fall? Uh-oh. I know I brought a big roll of paper towels down here. Where did I put them? I need them desperately. Oh. Just all right. Well, usually you would take paper towels, and I did have a whole brand new roll. I mustn't have brought them downstairs. So I have this. Is just a lint-free cloth, and I'm just going to dab off some of this paint so that it is not so dark. And again, being gentle, being careful with the spackling so as not to, so that it won't break off. So this cloth is working fine. So you can use a cloth, you can use a paper towel. Isn't that pretty? Can you see that? How pretty that is? So the clouds, the spackling, the color's a little darker on the spackling, but I noticed that when it dries, it does dry pretty much even the same color. So there, that came out good. Did I forget to bring them?
I want to raise.
Thank you. Woo! Paper towels. Thank you, Randy. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. The cloth worked okay though, right? Should I just leave it like this? No, that would be weird. All right. Oh, whoop. Okay, my new tripod is still not working for me, so Randy's actually looking into that as we are doing this, so that hopefully tomorrow I will have it. What do I call it? Next one, old 57 wash. We're gonna do this one for the sky. So, like I said, this is a very, very Now, wait a minute. I just want to focus for 1 second. So the sky is really not a big piece. It's just basically here. So let's just do that. So wherever I see the spackling in this area is the water, the little waves. That's so pretty, isn't it, you guys? So this is going to be completely different from the one we did yesterday. So now I'm going to take, I'll take a paper towel. I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to absorb some of that paint. Being gentle, again, to not break the spackling. I mean, I don't know exactly how long it takes for the spackling to dry. I just put the spackling on this afternoon on this one. So okay. Now, I'm realizing I do not have a color for the sand. So I believe what I would like to do instead of a wash is to just put another coat of, I'm going to put another coat of tarnished pearl. This tarnished pearl is in the whites, the DIY white. And it's a video is spinning. Okay. Well, I guess now. So just so you know the difference, it's not the pure white is white. All right, it went away, and then it came back. Done. And I could do multiple layers of this, but we're just testing out the colors, and then if we like it, we're going to apply these same colors to the canvas with the seashell molds on it. Just the side. Okay, now time for the pink, and I've got a fourth brush. Houston, we have a problem. Hi, Denise. I am waiting. Oh, Donna, these colors are great. They're DIY colors. I don't know. They're just so pretty. You can't go wrong with any of them. But now that I've said that, let's hope this pink works. This might be a little too bright. If so, we can add some white and we can change the color. So we are adding the pink. I like it. It's really this color's great. This French millinery is great. It is. I think these colors look great together. I think they're blending really well. And they're not blending, but I mean, they work together really well. So, and then you take that off. Whoop, and then you get your paper towel and dab some off. And it's going to dry really pretty quick. So we'll have to see if we want more than one coat of these washes to kind of, I put a lot of water in them. So I wanted these muted colors. So that is that one. So I can use this another day and add something else to it. Maybe make another seashell molds painting. But I like the colors. If you agree, we'll apply the same colors to this piece and see how it comes out. I gotta go put this somewhere. Okay. All right. Okay, so the first color, I don't know why this is down. No, so this is the clouds, which is going to be the French millinery. And I'm not reading any comments or anything, you guys, because I have the phone close. So I'm sorry if I'm not catching your comments. But I want to tell you something before we do this. So let's talk. Let's talk for just a minute. Let's see. I'm going to go over here. That means I get a okay. All right. Okay, good. Hi. I just want to talk to you guys for a second. Tomorrow is Friday, September 11th. It's a sad day. It's a day of remembrance, really, is what we should say. Yes. But it just happens to be on a Friday. And I am on my live tomorrow at 7 p.m. I won't be alone. I'm going to have Denise O'Hare here with me. We'll do a dual live. I lost my train of thought. We're going to do a dual live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Oh, what I was going to say is Denise O'Hare, her handle on social media is Up Chick Glitz and Glam. It's a really cool name. And she's in Philadelphia, I believe, Denise. Denise is on tonight. And she does a lot. What I have seen, I don't want to speak for her. We'll let Denise talk to us tomorrow more about what it is she does. But one of the things that she does is coastal chic scenes on furniture. So she has graciously offered to teach me how to do it. So it's all going to be freehand. It's unless we do some molds. I don't know. It's up to Denise. She's the teacher. And if you guys want to paint along, Up Chic near Pittsburgh. So if you guys want to paint along, it's going to be a process. Like, it's not going to be consecutive days, but it might be 2 times a week. It might take 4 visits for us to finish a piece. So we're starting Friday, and I'm going to do everything she tells me to do. I'm going to be a good student, and I want to show you the piece that I am painting. Now, it's weird. Up Chick Glitz and Glam, girl. I love it. Denise is painting a beautiful furniture, which is a tall boy, which is a really tall, gorgeous bureau with sexy legs. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. We're talking about Denise from Up Chick Glitz and Glam is here. and we're talking about tomorrow night's our first live. So Denise is going to be teaching me how to paint in her coastal chick vibe, and I'm going to listen to everything she tells me to do. And she's painting a beautiful tall boy. I'm painting this. I'm going to back up my camera so you can see what it is I'm painting. Whoop. Well, can't see it. Okay, there it is. So it's nowhere near a tall boy. I actually was in my antique store yesterday looking for something similar to a tall boy, and there was nothing there. And I have so much furniture, if you could see behind me, that I really isn't good for me to keep buying more furniture. So I thought about this piece. This is really a lot of wood. This was my kids' toy box a long time ago. They're in their 23 and 28 now. So this was their toy box. I believe, so this is what I'm going to be doing in the Coastal Vibe. I believe that this is going to look like a sunken treasure box by the time we're done, Denise. Do you think that that will work? So it lifts up here. I don't want to, but it lifts up here. And I don't know. I just thought it would be a good choice for our project tomorrow. So I hope you guys can join us tomorrow, and let's now continue with our canvas work. All right. Okay, first color. Melanie, we made some color washes. First color is French millinery. So we're going to put the French millinery on the top. Oh, beautiful. So I got to think now. The sky, this one, the water, the sky goes all the way down to here. So I'm going to do, so this one's going to have a lot of the French millinery in it. So I'm going to go all the way down to the sea. Okay. Now, I don't know. Is it weird that I'm painting the sky purple? I hope not. I was just thinking of how beautiful these colors are. And it reminded me a little bit of maybe like when the sun sets. Put that back here. Now that that is on, I'm going to take my paper towel. I'm turning it to get to a drier side. And I'm just going to, let me get this a little closer. And wipe it off gently so as not to disturb the spackling. Might get little pieces coming off, but that's all right. This one's going to need more coats. Hi. It keeps StreamYard is not working well tonight. I apologize for that. It's upsetting because it's not cheap. But I think it has to do with my internet connection. So tomorrow I got to work hard to get another room to work in. I'm in my garage and it doesn't like, okay, so it doesn't like my internet. So 057. Now what I'm noticing, I was going to put it here where the spackling is for the waves. And I'm noticing my seahorse is in there. So I'm just thinking, I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just thinking about it because he's going to be blue on the top. We're just going to go with it. And if he doesn't look good blue, then we're going to change him. So there we go. Woo! Oh, I love these colors. So I'm just following the little waves that I made with this backling. Do the sides. Oh, that's pretty. Do you like it? It looks like ice cream. Like ice cream. Okay. Actually, part of me is like, why am I wiping it off when I want it to be darker? But that's the process of using a whitewash or a color wash is you wipe it off after you put it on. So I'm following instructions. And Randy knows I not usually like to follow instructions, but I'm trying to. I'll be good though with Denise tomorrow. I'm going to follow her instructions and I have to practice. Tomorrow my day is going, okay, so what did we do? So then here we did the tarnished pearl, not a whitewash. So this is like where there's really not a lot, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that with a smaller brush later. The proportions of this scene is different on hi Liz Armstrong. You froze. No, Liz, I did freeze. It was not you. I'm in my well, not in my basement. I'm in my garage. And the internet connection is not good. And I'm gonna work all day tomorrow in getting a space for me upstairs in the house. Make my own. I have a fourth bedroom that's not being used, so I'm just gonna clear it out and use it for my studio. So tomorrow you might see me in a new space, which means Rainey has to help me lift this upstairs, which is fine. So now we're down to the seashells, and we're going to use our pink color, our pink wash, which was Kissing Booth, and water, a lot of water. So I'm a little confused on this one, but that's okay. So I feel like these colors got more wet. Is that possible? Like they really got watered down. So I might have put a little bit too much water in this one, but that's okay. So this pink color is a nod to Tara because yesterday she thought the seashells would be really pretty in a petticoat pink, and I don't have petticoat pink, so we're using this watered down Kissing Booth instead. So let me just get this on here, and then we'll wipe it off. The glue that I use, the Tight Bond glue, which is a very good glue to use for these molds. This one that I have in particular dries yellow. So that's why you can see some little yellow spots. So if you're going to go out and buy some Tight Bond glue, make sure it dries clear or white. Wow. I got to add more paint to this one. Okay. So we're going to wipe it off. And then we're going to add some tarnished pearl, and then we're going to do another coat. Mine is bad out in my workshop too. Where is your workshop, Liz? Is yours outside or in the, not outside, but is it like an out of your house, like in a studio outside, or is it another room? All right, I need to get a smaller brush. So I can get in these little spots here with the tarnished pearl. Did I? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh my God, you guys, I know what's wrong. Does anybody know what I forgot to do? Can you guess? That's why this is messed up. I can fix it. You can always fix it, but I'm kind of bumming that I made this mistake. I did not. I was supposed to. This is straight canvas. I was supposed to cover the whole thing with tarnished pearl first, and I didn't. That's why it's totally different than our sample. So our sample, I remember I said that I had painted the whole thing in tarnished pearl. I let that dry, and then I did the washes. So I messed up again. I gotta start writing myself notes. Do you think I should do that? That's not something I typically do, but I feel like I gotta, I don't know, is it because I'm getting old? What? Why do I forget things? Watch one of my lives where I take a walk around my yard in your barn. Nice. Now, Liz Armstrong, what is your handle? You're on social media. Is it the next 100 years? I don't want to. I don't want to mix you up with somebody else. But for some reason, I think you're the next 100 years. But I could be wrong. And I will watch one of your lives where you walk around your yard. That sounds very nice. Okay, guys, so I messed this up, but it's not totally messed up. It's going to be fine. It's just the reason why I'm seeing that I need another coat of the wash, whereas the last one we just did, I didn't feel like I needed another coat, but now that I have this on here, it should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna get out my heat gun and I'm gonna make sure that it's nice and dry. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? This is called fixing your mistakes, your happy accidents. So what I'm gonna do is I'm totally covering these seashells with the tarnished pearl, and then I'm gonna put the wash over it because that's why that paint did not look good, and I want it to look good. And plus, this is just fun. So I'm sorry if, what do we say? If it doesn't look good, we could just paint over it. My concern is though, I don't I don't want the molds to get all too wet. They've been drying for what? Oh, it was 2 days ago. So they've been drying for 48 hours. So they should be fine. So these I won't do because I think that the washes worked okay. I love those seashell molds. Me too. Lisa Dixon. Hi, how are you? Thank you. It will still look great. Thank you. I never do the same things twice. Yes, I was right. Yay, you are the next 100 years. So THNY. I remember that from your Talk to Me Tuesday with Dion. Liz was interviewed by Dion Woods of the Turquoise Iris, and I think you were on Martha's Vineyard, I think, right? And you had a house that's old, very old home, and you took us on a tour of your beautiful home, and you had on your fireplace. See, I remember these things. Like what? What's wrong with me? Is that like Alzheimer's, where you remember things from the past, but you don't remember things from like a couple minutes ago? I think I'm getting Alzheimer's, but I don't care. I don't care. I can still paint with Alzheimer's. And you had a plaque on your mantle that had the TNHY. All right, blow dryer, not blow dryer, heat gun. Oh, am I getting out? My coming out. Oh, hold on. Okay, I have it now. I have my heat gun now. Oh my god, I'm exhausted. Okay, I'm gonna dry this baby. Not too close because the heat gun will burn. It has for me in the past. If I've gotten too close, it will bubble up. Paint will bubble up. We're just getting old. No, we're not. I now say every next step out loud before I do it. For everything? I was home in Shrewsbury, Mass during my interview, but we do have a Martha's Vineyard home. Good memory. I did order the molds. Good, Denise. Oh, Denise. Good. So Denise, what do you think of the did you see the piece I'm going to work on with you? And what do you think about it looking like a sunken treasure chest? And tonight after this live, I'm changing my name. Liz Armstrong. Yippee! Quiet. I know. This Randy got this. This was in the house. I didn't go buy this. If I went and bought it, it would have been the loudest one ever. And you watched the playback of my last live when I used this gun. Couldn't hear it at all. I mean, I can hear it more in real life than you guys can hear it. I'm so glad. All right, guys, that's good enough, right? Okay, I'm gonna stop this. We're gonna just do another coat of the. I'm standing on wires and I'm using water. I don't want to get electrocuted. Okay, Denise. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm Denise. my teacher says, Mrs. O'Hare, or Miss O'Hare, or whatever, says that this chest will be good for our class tomorrow. Okay, so my name. Let's get the French millinery out. I received some information today from, this is not as dramatic as I'm making it sound, from a friend on, She Paints. You guys know She Paints? And she mentioned to me that my name on Facebook has a dash in it, because when I tried to create my business page on Facebook, Shabalot, Shabalot, was already taken. So I couldn't create my Facebook business page in one word. I had to add that dash. So it's Shab dash a lot. So Kristen Calhoun of She Paints gave me some great advice today and said that it's really hard to find me with that dash, and it's hard to tag me with that dash. So you know how when we're on Facebook and we talk about someone else, like, you know, about, not talk about them, but we say things like, oh, thanks to at the next 100 years, and you say at the next 100 years, so that the next 100 years gets a note that I mentioned them in my post. Well, I've been hearing that Shabalot with the dashes doesn't really work, which I'm kind of glad, because I didn't like the dash anyway. But so I'm not really changing my so I can't have Shabalot because it's already taken, and I can't have a dash because that's the problem. So I need to change my name to something else, Shabalot-ish. Fruitful Life Studio, Shabalot-ish. So possibly Kristen said something like Shabalot Designs, but to me that's too, for me, oh God, and I'm working on my logo right now too. Okay, I gotta remember that. I gotta take care of that name change on my logo. That she, you know what, she said that to me at the perfect time, because my logo is not quite done yet, and I still have time to change my name on my logo, which is great. So thank you at She Paints, Kristen Calhoun, for that great advice. And if you guys have an idea of what I should name myself, let me know. Shabalot of Shabalot something. I liked the simplicity of Shabalot. I really did, and I kind of liked my name. It grows on you after a while, you know, but I don't know. Tara, I like designer or studio. Shabalot was my heat gun at one time. Yeah, Randy, but no, not anymore. Just add a word to it, like Shabalot Designs, Shabalot Upcycling, Shab A2 Creations, Shabalata bitch. What, Chris? Leave it to Chris. She's so funny. Oh, Dion, I just gotta know Dion Woods is live now. What's today? Thursday. Shabalatish. Oh, Shabalatish. It's starting to get a little muddy. I'm not happy with that. Grr. Let me show off the other one. This is the one I did earlier as a sample to, if you guys weren't here, to practice the colors. But this is the one that I first laid down tarnished pearl. The tarnished pearl was dry. This one is getting a little muddy, but it might just be because it's still wet. So let's do the Let's do the, I gotta make sure I'm using clean rags. I'm not gonna use that anymore. All right, let's do the pink now. Now, I did dry this, right? Yeah. All right. All right, you know what? I'm gonna use a smaller brush. Because I'm just gonna try to just do the shells. I need more paint, but oh well. Just gonna do it like this. I enjoy doing these color washes. This I put way too much water in this pink. I don't know why I did that. So I'm gonna have to get out some. I'm gonna have to work on that. I like the psychedelic color on the seahorse. Want to see closer? Whenever I go closer, that's when I lose my connection. So I hope I don't lose you. Oh, I should have moved this instead. Can you see the psychedelic color on his head? I like that. I'm okay with that, and especially when it dries, it's gonna look so different. So so yeah, I gotta make sure I change my name before my logo is done, so that I can get that incorporated. I'm not changing my name. I guess I'm adding to my name. Shabalot by Janice would be easy, and people would learn your name. Liz Armstrong. DW is doing her Q&A now. Gotta switch over. Okay, Liz. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, so almost done. Oh, I'm going over. I went over. So I will work on this some more, show you the final product. So you get the idea. I made some mistakes. I fixed the mistakes. So sometimes that's good to know what you can do. You can always paint over. I'm going to do more tarnished pearl in between the seat. When this dries, I'm going to do more tarnished pearl. And then one thing I do want to show you, I do want to add, well, I do want to add some gold or some metallics. So not the pennies from heaven, because we want this different than the other one. I have this metallic paint. It's called, this is not DIY, Black Garnet. It's from Rust-Oleum. It's a beautiful color. And it's metallic. So I've got that. And I've got, this is a gilding wax. This is not DIY either. And this is, I have not opened this gilding wax in a while. Look at that. So what you do with the gilding wax is similar to what I did, but this is similar to what I did with the other waxes. You put a little bit on your finger and you just go around some edges or wherever you want to put it. So see how, can you see the gilding wax? So I will be doing some gilding wax, and let's play with this metallic. I'll just put a little on my finger. This is a paint. This is not a wax. This is a paint. So what would I do with it? I could do something like this. You just kind of like a dark wax. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more to this piece. It's not done yet. They take me a while, but I want to show you the difference between the two. So we basically did the same exact thing, but with different colors and different techniques. So this one we did the color wash technique and gilding wax and metallics. And this one we did the vertigre wax with the mermaid's tail, pennies from heaven, and shipwrecked verdigris wax. That's that one. So, but we used the same design with the spackling for the sky, the clouds, and the seashells. So that is my tutorial on IOD's new seashell molds. You can pre-order them on my site, shabalot.com. They should be back in stock and available to you in maybe a week. They said mid-September, so I don't know. I haven't heard any updates. So thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And if you like this video or this live, if you could do a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, if you could like my page and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would help me out a lot. And thanks again for being here and for all your comments. I really appreciate it. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow with Denise O'Hare, learning how to do coastal chic. Okay, good night, guys. Bye. Of course, I can't do this. Tomorrow we might be in a brand new space. Boop. Okay. Boop. Oh, no. Okay. Bye. Yes.